Teaching with Technology Module 2 Lesson 2. Why use technology? First, it involves interactivity. Interactivity is the process of two people or things working together and influencing each other. Next is content delivery or revision. So when we say content delivery, it is a geographically distributed network of proxy servers and their data centers. So while revision is the action of revising. Managing learning and resources. So when we say managing learning is the capacity to design pedagogic strategies that achieves learner or learning outcomes for students. Collaboration. So when we say collaboration is the action of working with someone to produce or create something. Next is sense of cohort. So when we say cohort, it is a group of people banded together or treated as a group. Next is the variety of teaching and learning preferences. So when we say variety of teaching, it is a description of flexibility of an instructor when presenting a lesson. Lastly is formative and summative assessment. How does this help? So first, it allows students more control of their own learning. Next, allows lectures to guide more and teach less. Next, allows students to build up knowledge and become part of teaching process. Also, can provide some really engaging learning experiences. Teachers provide scaffolding and safety nets. Next, at risk, students can be identified more quickly. And lastly, collaborating can be very well supported. Integrating internet-based technology into teaching and learning. So these are some reasons for using technology in education. So first, it provides opportunities for more learner-centered instruction. Second, permits instruction to be contextualized. Third, allows students to explore and make mistakes and learn from their errors. Next, leads more active and interactive modes of instruction. And lastly, it results naturally in greater collaboration, cooperation, and small group work. So these are the best practices in higher education. So first, good practice encourages contacts between students and faculty. Second, good practice develops reciprocity and cooperation among students. Third, good practice uses active learning techniques. And fourth, good practice give prompt feedback. What technological teaching? So in technological teaching, for some it might mean using PowerPoint or student classroom response system in lectures. Others may think of podcasting lectures, and still others may think of specific disciplinary application. And next, they also use designing web-based interactive learning modules. And lastly, simulations to teach skills and concept. So why we need technology? Technology users in fundamental structure or structural changes that can be integral to achieving significant improvements in productivity. Also, used to support both teaching and learning. Technology infuses computer or they use computer and handheld devices in the classroom with digital learning tools such as these two examples, the computer and handheld devices. So when we say computer, it is an electronic device for storing and processing data, typically in binary form, according to instructions given to it in a variable program. So while handheld devices, it is any portable devices that can be carried and held in one's palm. Blended learning. So a blended learning opportunities incorporate both face and online learning. So in blending learning also, it is a degree to which online teaching takes place in the way it is integrated into curriculum can vary across schools. Strategy of blending. So the strategy of blending online learning with school-based instruction is often utilized to accommodate students' diverse learning styles. Also, to enable them to work before or after school. Also, in many ways that are not possible with full-time convenient conventional classroom instruction. So, instructional technology. So, instructional technology or IT has become an important part of teaching and learning within the classroom, as well as in working with fully online environments. Technology influences teaching. So, teaching influences more on technology because of using technology to enhance teaching and learning practices in the classroom is becoming commonplace. Technology facilitates only learning is seen as essentially as a process requiring communication among learner, teacher, and others. This social process can not effectively be replaced by technology, although technology may facilitate it. Next, learner-centered teaching. In learner-centered teaching, it includes the learner in decision about curriculum, instruction, and assessment. Also, acknowledges respect and accommodates differences in background, abilities, styles, and experiences. Also treats learner as a co-creators in teaching and learning process. A PowerPoint. First, in making PowerPoint, it should be simple or more simplify difficult material. Second, use as a supplement, not the entire presentation. Third, focus on learning, not technology. Next, more important PowerPoint tips. Basic rule usage. Humans see graphics first than text. Keep information in logical flow. Next, 6 points or less per slide or page. Next, use large type consistent in minimum 20 points or point. Next, employee other media, board overheads if possible. Integrating internet-based technology into teaching learning. So first, in integrating internet-based, it involves internet. So internet, it is a widespread information in infrastructure, the initial prototype of what is often called the national. Next is email. An email is a method of exchanging messages like this. The common example is Gmail. Next is video conferencing. A video conferencing is a live visual connection between two or more people. The common example for this is Skype. Next is whiteboards. So whiteboards, as we all know, is the most common use in college students, whiteboards. Next is personal digital assistant or PDAs. A term for small mobile handheld device that provides computing and information storage and retrieval capabilities for personal or businesses used for often keeping schedules, calendars, and address book information handy. Infusing technology into classrooms. First, it involves communication. As we all know, in classrooms, we tend to everyday communicate. Next, collaboration. Of course, collaboration is everywhere. Content engagement. Next is organization or management. I stands for implement, integrate, and infuse. So in implement, integrate, and infuse, or three I's, it involves seamless technology. Second, participate in technology-based instruction. Next, storyboard of lesson plan. Next, scaffolding or templates. Next, how to step by step, and also infuse resources, funding, software, equipment, people, training, supplies, and students. And lastly, allow flexibility and role shift. 10 tips or top 10 integration tips. First, focus on learning objective. Second, make it interactive and fun. Third, problem-based activities will engage more relevant for students. Fourth, do it yourself first. See one, do one, and teach one. And lastly, build relationships. 6 is talk about copyright often. 7. How the standards, states, nets, information literacy standards. 8. Revise teaching style to accommodate teaching or adaptation. 9. Use per observation and online video demonstration as often as possible to learn more. 10. Tap into your students' creativity. Four keys areas in technological teaching. First, it increases learner motivation. Second, advanced topics mastered. Third, student acting as experts. Fourth, better outcomes and standardized tests. Thank you for watching.